Good morning, you early birds. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. Today is Wednesday, March 15th. Guys, it's the 15th already. 2023. Let's start this day off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this Wednesday morning. We get a blessing from your soul. You are a beautiful soul, full of infinite wisdom. Stop judging and start loving yourself. You are blessed with endless potential and on the verge of transforming into the radiant being that is your true essence. Shine your light and allow this blessing into your heart. Namaste. Let me read this wonderful blessing one more time, guys. Listen to this. Open your hearts and listen to this blessing. Receive this. A blessing from your soul. You are a beautiful soul, full of infinite wisdom. Stop judging and start loving yourself. You are blessed with endless potential and on the verge of transforming into the radiant being that is your true essence. Shine your light and allow this blessing into your heart. Namaste. That's a blessing for the ages, y'all. All right, I have some good questions today. But y'all, for Friday's show, if you guys don't want the show to be like 0 minutes and 0 seconds, I need some questions. I need questions for Friday's show. But let's go ahead and ask the questions that I have right now. The first question is from Blenda Ferries. It's about Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan has crawled out from under his slimy rock. Will he rise like a phoenix to save the Republican Party and run for POTUS? So here we go. First question out the bat. Paul Ryan, ex-Speaker of the House, man who literally allowed all of this to happen. Oh my goodness. Paul Ryan and Bonner, those two were just terrible individuals. Paul Ryan has entered the fray of politics again after he retired and made $1 billion selling weed. Paul Ryan, are you going to be the savior of the Republican Party? And are you going to run for president? Or are my cards upside down? My cards are upside down. There we go. Okay, guys, there's a whole story here. All right. Whether or not Paul Ryan runs for election or not, even if he does run for election, he's not going to be successful. He starts out with anxiety, with just so much on his mind. Okay, Paul Ryan is it's like he's being pressured to enter the fray. Not that he really wants to. He got picked out. he got picked out. This is not something he wants to do. Somebody wants him to be a gift to the Republican Party. But that's not what he's going to bring. What's in front of Paul Ryan? We got the 5 of Pentacles. This is that being left out in the cold, that poverty, broken, sick, everything is just broken. Maybe this is the state of the Republican Party. Maybe this is the state of the GOP. as Paul Ryan sees it right now, that the GOP is in a state of complete degradation. Below him, we got the Queen of Cups, the emotional female. But this is the emotions. Because, guys, like I told you before, when Donnie didn't get arrested when he should have, and then every time the guillotine got closer and closer, I told y'all Donnie was going to get more and more dangerous. And here we are again, right back on the precipice of 2018. Oh, Donnie boy's already come down the doggone, or 2016. Donnie's already come down the escalator. He's already come down the escalator. And now he's running for president again. And 70% of the GOP is backing Donnie Boy. Just like I told y'all. You know, they want to do that little fake thing of, oh no, the GOP is not going to back Donnie, is complete BS. The same thing they said when he entered in 2016 is the same thing they said now. They are all on board. DeSantis is already losing ground. Don't count this man out. Until he is behind bars, he is a danger, guys. But that's old Donnie Boy. We're talking about Paul Ryan running for president. But here we go. The second part of his reading. Like I already said, I went off the rails a little bit. Oh, Paul Ryan is worried. He's worried about the Republican Party. He's worried about what him throwing his name in the ring could do to his own personal reputation. This man is making money hand over fist. Him throwing his ring into the political fray serves no purpose for him. He's already the system works for him. Okay, so him running for president is going to take money away from Paul Ryan. But there are people alongside of him who want him to enter this fight. So there's people talking it up. Here's the final outcome, guys. Here's the final outcome. Don't worry about Paul Ryan if you were worried. And if you were looking for him to be a savior, don't worry about that either, because that's not going to happen either. Paul Ryan is DOA. He's dead on arrival. He's not going to make any traction if he tries to run for president. That's just how the cookie crumbles, guys. Paul Ryan made his bed hard, and now he's got to lie in it. Nobody's going to give him anything. All right. My next question is from Sachet. Sachet says, what is up with it raining worms in China? Guys, and I had to go and look. I had to go and search through Revelations to see what plagues was going to come out. Worms was not one of them mentioned in the Bible, but there are plagues that are mentioned in the Bible. Shay, these things with raining worms, this is a natural phenomena. And I know it's freaky. You know, you walk outside and it's raining something that it shouldn't be raining. Guys, fish fall from the sky. Snakes will fall from the sky. And this is a natural phenomena. Hopefully you will never experience it, but it is a natural phenomena. And guys, what basically it is, if you have any type of a cyclone or a whirlwind, whether it's over land or over water, if that air is strong enough, whatever is on the ground, in the water, in a mud puddle, in a marsh, at the time that wind is, that cyclone is passing over it, it can suck everything up into the cyclone and travel and then deposit it somewhere else. So, it raining worms in China, more likely than not, is the result of some form of cyclone that went over some marshy area that picked up worms in one spot and deposited them in another spot. That's a natural phenomena, Shay. Okay, my next question is from Must Be Heard. This is a great question. Must Be Heard wants to know, What happened to MH370? That's the Malaysian airliner that went missing. That was a Malaysian airline, a Malaysian to Beijing airline that went missing. She didn't put, must be her, didn't put the date, but that's okay. We all remember. All of us of a certain age remember Malaysian Airlines MH370 that just disappeared over the ocean. Just literally disappeared. No wreckage, no nothing. The Malaysian airliner just disappeared. So, Tara, please tell us what happened to Malaysian airline MH370. This plane crashed, guys. This plane, it was not blown up. It was not. This plane was like, there was like, it flew into like really, really bad weather. I want to say there was like a lightning bolt that hit the plane. It was torrential. I want to say that this cloud that the plane flew into that had all of this weather in it, it literally just, I mean, it's like everything in the plane just shut down, and then the plane literally fell in the middle of the ocean, and when it impacted, it just disintegrated. Pieces of that plane will be found washing up years from now on little islands, on coasts all over the place. That plane crashed. All of those people who were on that plane were lost. But it was not an act of terror. That was an act of weather. That was, the plane flew into like an electrical storm, and it messed with the controls on the plane. I mean, it's like literally the plane just shut off and fell out of the sky into the middle of the ocean. And on impact, it just disintegrated. It was not an act of terror. It was an act of weather. It was an electrical storm that took Malaysian Air. MH370 must be heard. Okay. My next question is from Chase Z. Chase wants to know, does old Putin have a double? And was it the double that met with Xi Jinping of China for entertainment purposes only? Yes. Must be heard. All of these people have a double. And guys, I really do believe that Vlad has already passed over or is incapacitated, and his body double is doing all of his bidding. Like I said, Vlad he is marked. He is marked. He has a T right in the middle of his head. You know, right there, he has a T. And I mean, it's visible. And it's indented into him. So, just look. Vlad has a body double. Kim Jong-un has a body double, and his body double doesn't look anything like him. And guys, again, like I have been telling you, prepare. You see the writing on the wall. Prepare for what's coming. You see, talking about old Kim Jong-un preparing for WW3. Xi Jinping is talking about it with China, talking about, we're going to talk about a resolution. No, China's not trying to resolve anything. China just threatened us over shooting down their spy balloons that were over the United States. This is posturing. This is all a part of the global plan to have everybody all up in arms, to be fearful of WW3 happening. We are already in this, guys. As soon as the military machine started chugging, as soon as somebody decided to get on the side of Ukraine and start supplying weapons, ammunition, plane, and people, we were in this fray. It's already begun. Okay? Prepare yourselves now. And this one, this is for real, guys. All this time I have been trying to get y'all to prepare. It's crunch time now. We are about to have the perfect storm of all the bull crap that could happen. Real talk. Don't be scared. Again, this is time to be prepared. All these calamities that are happening with our waterways and our airways with these chemicals. Guys, like I said, do not look at these things as being accidental. Do not continue to give these people the benefit of the doubt. There are too many accidents happening all over the place. Put that hand in hand with all the extra building that these companies, hedge fund managers, the ones who are benefiting from not paying taxes, where they are building, how much they are building, what areas they are building in. And guys, if you look at this seriously, again, not to alarm anybody, but please open your eyes to see what's going on. It's on the exterior. It's like on the outskirts that all of these catastrophes are happening and contaminating the waterways, which is going to push the people into the middle of the United States, where most of these building surges are happening. Them building hundreds of apartments in little towns, little dirt towns with populations of less than 10,000 who are preparing for an influx of millions. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention. And guys, right outside of my window, in a place where our water supply is going down every single day, they are building hundreds of thousands of new houses and apartment buildings. Okay? Hundreds of thousands. Every inch of desert is being developed right now. And it's like they're putting up buildings so fast. I see a whole apartment go up in under a month, and then it's full. But our homeless situation in downtown Las Vegas has exploded. So the people who are moving into these apartments are not the people who are recently displaced. Pay attention. Who are these people and where are they coming from? You know, I know that a lot of these people are coming from California. Okay? But this is all over the United States, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Ask questions. If you work around any of these developers, ask them. What are they expecting? How many people are they expecting to move to these rural areas where there is no industry? Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Okay? But yeah, Chase, yeah. Putin has a body double. Kim Jong-un has a body double. Old Donnie boy. We saw, that was popular for people to dress up as him. But yes, each one of them does. Biden has a body double. Yes, he does. Every world leader has a stand-in. Every one of them does. Okay. Okay, guys. With all this weather and craziness going on right now, I want to talk to y'all about the stability of the power grid this week. With this atmospheric storm that is over our head, that is traveling across the United States. Okay, be aware. Be aware. This is a manufactured storm, and this is going to be a powerful storm. And guys, everybody already was experiencing this yesterday. And as the days go on, it's just going to get worse. We are going to have windstorms on both coasts. We're going to have like a nor'easter and a nor'wester at the same doggone time. Prepare, okay? This storm has the potential to cause a lot of damage and to cause a lot of angst with people. Get what you need now. Do not wait for the last minute. Make sure that you got the things that are necessary. If the power goes out, backup battery source. If you do not have a backup battery source, guys, go ahead and just go to Walmart, go to 99-cent store, go buy yourself some candles. Okay? At least then you're not sitting in the dark. And those little battery operated push little votive lights work great for spaces like the bathroom or whatnot if the power goes out, so that if you have, people who don't see well already or have balance problems can at least make their way to and from the bathroom and the kitchen. Okay. Prepare. The word for this weekend is preparedness. Everybody must prepare for the storms that are coming. Not just for the weather storms, but for the other storms that are coming as well. This week is going to be a week of serious movement. On the political realm, you're going to see a lot of things happening. Guys, Donnie Boy could very well be indicted this week, and this could be this nervous, not this week, but next week, but this nervous energy that I'm feeling. Understand, and this is what he is calling for every day. Donnie Boy is in panic mode. He is in straight up panic mode. And like I said, the closer the guillotine gets to his neck, and this is just an indictment, guys, he is going to start screaming more and more and more for his base to vindicate him. So this next week could be kind of treacherous for a lot of people. Just understand, bad people are going to behave badly. Don't be where they are, and don't let yourself become a victim. Okay? We'll just leave that there. But be aware that with this weather and everything else that is going on, our power grid in a lot of places could fail. A lot of people could be sitting in the dark. Prepare for this. Prepare for the amount of rain that may come, or snow that may come in the higher elevations. This is no joke, guys. 30 feet of snow in Mammoth, California. California. 30 feet. Houses buried. People having to dig out their houses, dig up their roofs. And it's taking days. People not being able to enter their houses through their front doors. Having to enter through the second story because the snow is that high. Okay, guys, this is no joke. What we are seeing in California can happen anywhere in the United States. Okay? Understand, this is manipulated, and the amounts and the severity, they can't control it. They may be able to create weather, but they can't control weather. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing created weather. And guys, I'm going to call it for what I believe it is. I think all of this atmospheric river is so that the Colorado River and some of these other waterways that are dry, that they're trying to literally force fill these basins. But the water is falling on already saturated land. Like I said, guys, they can make the weather, but they can't control it. And California is just being decimated, destroyed. Watch what the rich do. Watch where they move. Because then you'll understand where they're going to move people, where they're going to force people into existing. Pay attention to what the rich are doing. Pay attention to where they're spending their money, where they're moving their money. You know, we were talking about this whole bank thing a couple days ago. Rich people pulled all their money out of Silicon Valley Bank right before it imploded. And like I said before, that was the tip of the iceberg. A lot of little banks are about to collapse. This is the beginning of it, guys. And I'm not going to say that taking your money out of the bank is going to be a help to you. This whole thing, because they're going to do a whole switcheroo on it. They're going to just be prepared. Get the things that you need. Get the things that you need. You know, get you some stuff that you need while these people play games with stuff. Don't hoard, but get what you need for your family to survive. Do not be a hoarder, because then you contribute to the problem. But expect for a whole lot of things to start to slide, and not in a good way. Okay, we're going to see the worst behavior of the richest people, and they're going to attempt to victimize the rest of us. Be prepared. Be prepared. Just don't get caught with your pants down. You guys have been warned. Nobody listening to me should be unaware or unprepared. Everybody here is 3 weeks ahead of everybody else. All right. My next question is from Pam B. Pam wants to know what happened. 3 women from Texas went missing after crossing the border a couple days ago. They went to cross the border into Mexico to sell clothes at a flea market, and none of them have returned. 2 of them were sisters, and the other one was their friend. Oh, and look at this. Guys, the 9 and 10 of swords jumped out and flipped over. Oh, gosh. Okay, and I pulled them out because, I mean, they jumped out together in order. That's crazy. Universe, Tarot, Spirit Guides, please. Tell me what happened to these ladies. What happened to these 3 women who crossed into Mexico? They were kidnapped. This is the cartel, guys. Oh my goodness. Stay out of Mexico. Stay out of Mexico for a while. Unless you have family and you go to a place you're known in a town, they're targeting plates. They're targeting license plates. You coming across the border, you are running the chance of being a victim right now. Guys, I have to say this, these women were kidnapped. And they may not be alive when they are found. These women are kidnapped. They have been taken deeper into Mexico. They were being held at one place. They are being moved constantly. And this is the thing. These people are getting moved. They're getting kidnapped. They are getting violently assaulted, guys. They are getting SA'd. They are getting beaten. They are being asked all kinds of questions to give up all kinds of personal information. Pin numbers, who their families are. This is a thing. Be aware if you are traveling to Mexico. Guys, they are targeting plates. And I hate to say this, but when they find these women, none of them may be still alive when they find them. This is a whole thing. They are kidnapping them. They are trying to extort poor people. But they are targeting license plates. They are targeting United States license plates. So if you are a border, if you cross back and forth, Arizona, Texas, in anywhere, be careful. Be aware that you are in danger, because they are kidnapping people. They're kidnapping people. They're robbing people. And if you're not of value, they're not just going to return you. Okay? These people are ruthless, and they don't care. They do not care. Okay? Be careful. I'm sorry about that, Pam, but if they are found, it might just be bodies that are recovered. These are the 2 cards that jumped out. Be very careful if you are crossing into Mexico, guys. Oh, okay. My next question from Pam. Will old Donnie Boy take the stand on the E. Jean Carroll case? Oh my goodness. Will old Donnie Boy take the stand on the E. Jean Carroll case? Oh my goodness. Here we go. Yes. Yes, he will. Here it is. Old Donnie's gonna take the stand. His emotional plea. Here's the Barker card. He's gonna get up there and he's gonna open his fat mouth and he's gonna start spewing all kinds of foolishness and nonsense about how nobody can prove what happened all those years ago. He is going to try to use excuse me. He is going to try to use her DNA test of the dress against her because so much DNA showed up on the test. The second part of Pam's question was, will old Donnie Boy perjure himself if he takes the stand? We all know the answer to that. If the man's mouth is moving, he's lying. He cannot say 5 words and all 5 of them be true, even if he's just trying to tell you what his name is. Here we go. Will old Donnie Boy perjure himself when he takes the stand against E. Jean Carroll? We got the Tower, we got the 3 of Hearts, and we got Death again. But here we go. This right here is a yes. Donnie's going to do what Donnie does. Donnie can't tell the truth to save his life. Donnie's got the Tower in this. This is forced fatality and ruin. He is every word he utters is going to be another nail in his own coffin. Everything that he does, that he says on that stand, he's going to harm himself. He is going to seal his own fate. And I think that is the most appropriate thing. Let his own words get him in the trouble that he needs to. But yeah, Pam, it looks like Donnie is going to take the stand on the E. Jean Carroll case. And the whole thing is because the DNA came back inconclusive because there was too much bodily fluid on the dress because she got on the subway to go home. And we all know that the New York subway is a petri dish of human bodily fluids. People do disgusting things in the New York subway. All right, guys, if you like this content, hit that thumbs up button right now. Don't think about it, just hit it. And if you like coming here, if you like this content, subscribe, and share it to other platforms if you wouldn't mind. Okay? I love you guys. And by the way, guess who's got a special guest coming on the 27th of March? Hogarth Brown is going to be on my show on March 27th. So guys, if you have any questions that non-political questions, astrology type questions that you would like to ask Hogarth, drop them below this video. Alright, it's gonna be a good time, but it is not gonna be a political show whatsoever. Okay, so if you have questions for Hogarth Brown for Monday, March 27th, it's going to be an early show, guys. We're going to go live at about 2 o'clock in the morning. So if you got questions for that show, drop them under this video, okay? And like I said, non-political, astrology type questions. All right. So here's my next question. On May 25th, 1979, 6-year-old Etan Patz went missing on his way to school. What happened to him, and is he still alive? May 25th, Eton. It's either Eton Pate or Eton Pats. But I remember this, and he was a beautiful child. Eton. What happened? Are you still alive? Oh my goodness, guys. Eton Pats. Eton is still alive. Eton was kidnapped. Eton was moved out, taken out of New York City. He was kidnapped. He was kidnapped and he was sold. This is human trafficking. But I want to say this. He did suffer for a while, but he wound up with he's grown now. He doesn't even remember. He doesn't even remember who he is. He was human trafficked, but then he grew up. He grew up. He's not dead. But he doesn't remember who he is. He doesn't remember his name. He doesn't remember where he came from. They worked on him. They gave him a new name. They made him practice it. They made him memorize it. If anybody asks you who you are, and I want to say they called him Michael, that his name now is Michael. He is not dead. He is a grown man who he knows what happened to him, but he doesn't know his origin. He does not know that he was Eton. He does not know that. I want to say that they gave him the name Michael. He is a grown man now. He's a grown-up man who had a horrible childhood, but he does not know that was him. He's still alive. He is still alive. And y'all coming at me with these death questions. The next question is about Aaliyah. Who asked this question? I think this is also from Pam Bodley. Yes. Aaliyah died in August of 2001. Pam wants to know, did Aaliyah know that her life was in danger when this was all happening to her? Did Aaliyah know that she was in danger? Now remember, Aaliyah died in a plane crash. But she was victimized by R. Kelly. Aaliyah probably would have been Beyonce. Would have had that type of status as a rock star, because it was literally Beyonce's group and Aaliyah that were in competition for that top female spot. And we both know both of these women were attached to very powerful older men who married them and steered their careers. Jay and Bay are free and not in prison and making billions. R. Kelly is in prison and Aaliyah is dead. And guys, just, there's dots to connect. And with that being said, I just want to say this, guys. When you look at our music industry, especially for our melanated population, and in fact, I'm speaking to the melanated population. Look at our music industry. Look at the influential people that they have, quote unquote, that are supposed to be role models for the African diaspora. Look who they allow to stay and the message that they push. Look at the rappers who are still here, that are still relevant. What is their whole message? And guys, I'm not trying to crap on any of our artists, but I need everybody to understand that the people who are left are the people who they want left. The people who are left are the people who are selling you the bag of goods that the powers that be want sold to you. The music industry that is left is the ones who was telling you, oh, the best thing for you, rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Okay? With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I'm just telling y'all, look who's left. Look who's left. Look at the message that they are sending to our youth, to us. Even Jay and Bay, their whole music changed. It was once about a whole bunch of female entitlement. I mean, now Bay did that whole thing. She's walking down the street with a baseball bat tearing stuff up because she got cheated on. It's about me. It's about money. It's about what I can get and flossing and this and that. Not about entitlement. About empowerment. Not about enrichment. Not about building up communities. No, all of those artists are gone. All of our prophets, the ones who tried to speak power into the black experience, are gone. But the ones who tell you to smoke as much weed, drink as much gin, drive drunk, play with your gun, beat up on your girlfriend, cheat on her because she's a hoe, cheat on him because that's how you make your money. Use your booty for everything. Bounce it, twerk it, get out at the red light and shake it, because black people don't have anything else but big butts, big lips, and a whole bunch of sex appeal. Pay attention to who they leave and who they take. Don't be sucked in. The stars that you see are there for a reason, because they are selling you what the powers that be want to be sold. They don't want you to better yourself. They do not want you to elevate. They want you to stay in the gutter, drinking, smoking, and screwing your brains out, but not thinking anything about the upward mobility of yourself, your family, or your people. All right, I'm going to stop preaching right there. My last question for today. Will Mitch McConnell return to the Senate after his injuries that he has suffered? He's in the hospital for falling or something. Got a concussion, I believe, or something like that. Man should have been dead 2 years ago. I saw his death. I drew it. I saw him dead. Will Mitch McConnell return to the Senate after his injuries? Will Mitch McConnell return to the Senate after his injuries? Here we go. Yes, he is. But guys, oh my goodness. And I don't mean to be excited, but y'all gonna want to see this. Oh my goodness. Here we go. And we got 2 horses here. We got a gift coming. And that gift. So here's the thing. When Mitch gets out of the hospital, yeah, he's going to traipse his behind right back to Senate. Right back. But guys, this could be the very end for old Mitch. Old cocaine Mitch. This might be the very end of the road for him. All right? Yeah, he's going to come back to the Senate. But he may not stay very long. Okay? Everything about his house, time for him to get his affairs in order. It's time for him to get his affairs in order. Because the final outcome, we've got the Knight of Cups, this arrival approach. Something big is coming for old Mitch, and it just might be the Reaper. All right? Okay. All right, guys. Again, be prepared for this weather system that we are in right now. This is no joke. It is going to wreak havoc on the power grid. Be prepared. Be as prepared as you can be. Understand that this next week there's going to be another shift in the consciousness. Things are going to get ridiculous. Prepare for it. Don't fall victim and don't be afraid. Be prepared. Understand that the closer that they get to indicting old Donnie Boy, he's going to be calling for his minions to raise hell. Be prepared. Stay away from them. Don't be where they are. Don't be a victim. Don't victimize yourself. All right. We're going to get through this. We will. But you've got to keep your head on. Earthquakes. Guys, Yellowstone rocking and rolling with almost a 4.0 earthquake. Be prepared. Be aware. Okay? Just be aware. Keep your eyes open. A whole bunch of stuff's about to happen all at once. Keep your wits about you. Don't be scared. Be prepared. For the earthquakes, just know if you're in a high rise, get out or get up underneath something sturdy. But this is the part of the story where the plug gets pulled out the bottom of the bathtub. The water's going to start rushing out. The craziness times are here. I love you guys. Don't get caught in the whirlwind. Stay far enough away to where that ain't going to touch you. And keep yourself elevated. Don't fall victim to thinking dread and doom. Don't call tragedy to you. Be aware that it is happening. But don't call it with sadness and dread to you. Okay? You can see what's happening without becoming a victim of it. I love you. Monitor, change the way you think, change the way that you speak, change the way that you react and respond, and you will change your entire existence. Know what's real, know what's worthy, and what's not. Okay? You matter. You are wonderful, and you deserve the very best of everything. And tell yourself that every day. And live your life that way so that negativity doesn't hurt you, doesn't come for you. Let go of things that don't serve you. Let go of problems that are not your own. Okay? Don't worry about what those clowns are doing in Washington. Be present in yourself. Live your life today. Get out. Do something that makes you happy. Go see something that makes your heart sing. Don't worry. Don't sit home in a dark room watching that box being afraid. Don't do that to yourself. The worst thing you can do is waste this wonderful opportunity that we have been given. Be present in yourself. Be present in the moment. I love you. I love you. We create our own reality. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Namaste, y'all.